I'm gonna bring this gentleman up and let him introduce himself. Georgia Power is proposing a rate hike to the monthly service fee on your bill. That monthly service fee could go up, and you will have to pay it. It is not connected to how much energy you use. So no matter how much you use or don't use, if this rate hike passes, then by 2022, the monthly fee that you pay now is $10 a month. There's a $10 a month service fee. By 2022, it will go up to $17.95 per month. Is anybody excited about that rate hike? Raise your hands if you are for that rate hike. All right, so we have a gentleman here for the Partnership for Southern Equity who's going to talk a little bit about this rate hike, and I'm going to hand it over to him. I will say that the materials that you see in this class are available at khalidcares.com/vote. So if you just go to khalidcares.com and click on Electoral College, you will see all of our speakers today. There are extended bios for the speakers, and there are also the materials that they're handing out, or the things that they are talking about. Those materials will be available for you to download, for you to share with your neighbors. There is a video, there's like a 1.5-minute video that explains a little bit about this rate hike, but for an in-depth analysis of it and what we can do about it, I will now turn it over to our speaker for the Partnership with Southern Equity.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Minister Ken Love, and I'm one of the pastors at St. Kofi United Church of Christ here in Atlanta. And my church is a part of a coalition of organizations that are bringing awareness to this rate increase that Councilman Khalid had mentioned. Basically, what we're trying to do is raise awareness of as far as what this increase is, what it means to you, and what you can do to counter it. First, by show of hands, how many folks knew that there was a rate increase that was even being proposed? Okay, I will say this: you guys are not the norm. What happens is the Georgia Power is a big conglomerate. And what they're supposed to do is go through the Georgia Public Service Commission, and they're supposed to put out an announcement anytime they propose a rate increase. And it's supposed to be a public notice. But anytime you try to raise anybody's expenses, you want to let them know, but you don't want to let them know. So with that being said, we're trying to get the information outside of the public service campaign. Because one of the things that I've noticed very clearly is that I've been seeing a lot more Georgia Power, what Georgia Power can do for you type of commercials going on, trying to build up the public, goodwill, without really realizing we're doing this good stuff over here while we're putting our hands in your pockets over here. So basically, at a real high level, what the rate increase they're looking for is they're trying to raise your mandatory minimum amount over the next 3 years up to approximately $18 a month. So what does that mean? The people who are going to be impacted the most are going to be the elderly and the poor. If you're already having conversations in your house as far as my medication for the month and my food, if you're cutting pills in half and then all of a sudden you realize, and I got an additional $200 minimum a month that I'm going to have to pay, and my ends are not already even meeting, that's an issue. When you come to us and you're saying that you need to raise these rates, but for most of y'all may not realize this, Georgia is one of the highest consuming states of coal energy in the country. You would think that might be something you might see in West Virginia or someplace like that. And the EPA has been on Georgia Power for years saying, you gotta move off of this platform technology because it's hurting the environment. Well, the time's come to pay that price. And they're trying to make the price tag be on your backs. There are waste disposal areas up in North Georgia that are toxic. We are about to have another Love Canal situation for those who are in my age group who remember that in Pennsylvania up in up in the late 70s. We are about to have a toxic issue in our state, and they're asking us to pay for it when they knew about it 20 years ago. One of the things that we are really pushing back on is, why should we have to pay for the mistakes that you knew about when you're giving out your board of directors $5 million bonuses a year? How are you going to give your board of directors millions of dollars worth of bonuses, and you're asking for people who can't barely afford to pay these bills an increase on their bill? How much is enough? I feel that you can still live your lifestyle and give about $4 million back and spread that across the board and still clean up and take care of your own corporate responsibilities. One of the things that they will push back on is saying that they haven't raised their rates, and I don't know the exact number of years, but it's been a couple of years since they have not raised their rates. And the question is, have you improved your grid? What improvements have you made for the people who are trying to save money? If you're going to make a mandatory minimum increase and you have people who are already trying to do cost-saving things in their house, like buy energy-efficient light bulbs, like trying to manage the times of when your lights are on and when your lights are off, and then you do these things so that your bill does not automatically go up, and you've done all these things, you bought these expensive light bulbs, and now your bill is increased. That's not making sense to me. So basically, all the cost-saving initiatives that folks have been trying to do to make this space even greener are going right out the window, because you have stockholders that you're beholden to. And you have people who you have to pay out these dividends to, and you want to make sure that you appease the profit and you forget the people. So here's some of the things that we're doing to raise awareness and what you can do to get involved. One of the things that we're trying to do as far as a coalition is let you know that this is not just an Atlanta initiative. This is statewide. And the state of Georgia is divided into 5 different territories or regulatory commissions. And November 4th, this commission of these commissioners, they come together and they hear testimonies from people in the community and things like that to sort of, quote unquote, make up their decision if they need to approve this increase or not approve it. What I want to pass on to Councilmember Khalid, he may already have it, but we're going to give you the contact information for the 5 commissioners in the territories that they're responsible for. Write them. Let them know that this is something that cannot be afforded on the backs of the working class people. The second thing is, we need y'all to show up. The next meeting is going to be on November 4th. The commission, that's going to be a demonstration from 4 to 6 o'clock at 244 Washington Street. Again, that information is going to be on Councilman Khalid's website. Also, if you go to fightthehike.com, that's the website that will have all this information about what we're doing and what's going on, as well as if you're social media savvy. I had to learn this stuff from my daughter and my son. They had to teach me how to use hashtags and stuff like that. But if you go on like Facebook and Instagram, you put in hashtag #FightTheHike, it'll pull up all the information as far as what I'm talking about right here. One of the other things is we need to talk to folks. We know people in other parts of Georgia. We know people in Americus, Georgia. We know people in Waycross. We know people down in Valdosta, all different parts. Again, this is not just an Atlanta thing. This is a statewide thing. And a lot of times people get television. They think that Atlanta is Georgia, and that's not the case. The majority of Georgia is very rural. Once you get past outside of places like Atlanta, Columbus, and Macon, and places like that, Atlanta is a very rural state. And if the word got out to your aunties and your friends or whatever live in different parts of the state that, hey, you already on a fixed income and you already making life decisions, and that life decision is going to mean that you have to pay an additional $200 on your bill by no fault of your own. I'm pretty sure you're going to get a reaction, but I don't want it just to be, yeah, I'm mad and I'm talking to my neighbor, I'm talking to my friends. We need to move that action, that anger into action. And again, that action means we need y'all out there on November 4th. And then there's going to be another Public Service Commission meeting in December, as well as January, before they make their voices, make their decision. We need y'all to write that email. We desperately need y'all to write the email. We need you to get on the phone and call your friends, your neighbors, talk about it, post about it on your social media, grow this awareness. If you're part of a church or a civic organization or a fraternal organization, and they're not talking about this, you need to ask them why. And you need to make sure that they reach out to people like myself and other people part of the coalition. We have people, coalitions made up of organizations like the Sierra Club, Malcolm X Grassroots Movement, my church, St. Kofi United Church of Christ. There's a lot of senior organizations we've touched base with down in Savannah, Georgia. They're energized, they're fired up. And one of the things that I mentioned when we had our rally in September was, there's an African proverb. And the proverb goes that together the ants ate the elephant. Right now they're thinking that, one or two ants, we can go ahead and step on y'all. We don't need to listen to y'all because we got more money and our commercials are out there showing what Georgia Power is doing as far as the face of the community. Well, if the face of the community on your ass is not selling that, and we want to put our hands a little bit further into your pockets for products and for services that you're not even paying for, you're not telling the truth. We're in the house of God right now, and I fully believe that if you're not going to tell the truth, don't tell it at all. If you're going to go ahead and say a commercial, if you're not going to tell the whole truth, don't say it at all. We need to go ahead and be conscious consumers, not just consumers. And so I'm challenging everyone here, pick up the phone. If you're in a fraternity, sorority, civic group, church, mosque, place of worship, aunties, grandmas, whatever, big mamas, let them know what's going on and how they're going to be affected. And I'm sure they're going to get a reaction. And then we need to go ahead and speak truth to power. We need to get out in the streets, we need to write those letters, we need to make those phone calls, let people know that this is not going to happen on our watch. You're not going to have given out $5 million worth of bonuses to your board of directors, and you're asking us to pay for a mess that you've made and you've known about. That's not right. So before I can talk about this for a long time, but I just want to ask, does anybody have any questions in the audience right now?
Okay, I'm Georgia. Actually, I'm not Georgia Power, I'm Greystone Power. But I know sometimes, they're strung together in certain ways. So would that also affect me?
I'm glad you mentioned that. There are things like Greystone Power, which is the EMC. Okay, so you have basically Georgia Power is a monopoly. And you have all these little EMCs like Greystone and a lot of little other service companies. They get their power from Georgia Power. So guess what's going to happen? If Georgia Power is going to raise their rates to Greystone, guess what Greystone's going to do? They're not going to eat that cost. They're going to pass it right along. So even if your bill you might get your electricity from someplace else, they're getting it from Georgia Power. Okay, yeah. And so that's one of the things that we've been seeing statewide is that, people might think that it's not affecting them. But the thing that I found out is that, some companies, they're not only in Georgia, they're in multiple states in 2 countries. This is a large organization, and they're in the business of profit. They're not in the business of energy. Sister.
The plant in Savannah, the nuclear plant that Georgia Power was building, I know that they had cost overruns and theft. Was that ever completed?
I just talking about the construction of the plant?
In Savannah.
Right, to the best of my knowledge, is that it is completed, but I don't know if it's online. So there's 2 different things, and this is just for my other business. I know that you can build a facility, but if the switch has been turned on and is active, I don't know if it's actually online yet.
Okay, and then you said that this increase is for 3 years. So after 3 years, will they go back to the PSC and request another increase?
Oh yeah. One of the things, this is just life. You've never known prices to go down or stay the same. So if they go ahead and they justify, we got this increase over this 3-year period and nobody pushed back, you know what's gonna happen next.
And also, the bad part about it is, they have requested or made changes so that we can reduce our bill, and now that their income has decreased, they are trying to find another way to raise these rates. And then it's kind of null and void that we did all these changes, and it's not effective to us in any way.
Absolutely, absolutely. Again, I can't stress enough, corporations are in the business of making money. They are not in the business of supplying you electricity. The electricity is just a byproduct of them making money. So to maximize my money, I need to go ahead and put my hands in your pocket just a little bit deeper.
Can you repeat who's voting on this measure and the date and the time?
Okay, I can give you the exact names of the people. Okay, so we have 5 commissions, and the commissioner's names is Jason Shaw, who is in District 1. District 1 is South Georgia, sort of like Valdosta area, things like that. Tim Echols, he's in District 2. That is sort of like East Georgia, like Savannah, also a little bit counties almost like Rockdale County, Athens, places like that. Tim Echols. In fact, let me go take a step back. Jason Shaw. Jason Shaw's phone number is 404-463-6745. That's South Georgia. Tim Echols. This is District 2. His phone number is 404-463-0214. That's more like East Georgia, but it comes as far west as like Rockdale County. Chuck Eaton. This is District 3. His phone number is 404-657-2020. Chuck Eaton, District 3. District 3 is Fulton County, Atlanta. Chuck Eaton, 404-657-2020. That's your guy. Bubba McDowell, District 4. Bubba McDowell's phone number is 404-463-4260. District 4 is most of your North Georgia counties. District 5, Tricia Pridemore. Tricia Pridemore, District 5. 404-657-4574. Again, 404-657-4574. And her counties are East Georgia. So that's like Columbus, it's sort of like the main city in her area. Tricia Pridemore. So those are the 5 commissioners and the dates that they're going to have the commission meetings. We just had the first one was between September 30th and October 2nd, so that one was just passed. The next one is November 4th through the 7th. November 4th through the 7th. The one after that is going to be November 25th and 26th. And the address of where they're going to be meeting and the protests are going to be at 244 Washington Street Southwest. Again, 244 Washington Street Southwest, Atlanta, Georgia. If you are seeking to speak at the commission hearing, they need you there at 9 o'clock in the morning. If you're going to go inside and speak at the commission, they need you there at 9 o'clock in the morning. But the actual protest is going to be outside from 4 to 6 o'clock, and that's when the news people will be there and everybody else.
Real quick, I do want to say that this information, some of it is already available at khalidcares.com/vote. If you go right under this class title, Rate Hike 101. You will find that one sheeter with all the commissioners' information. And another incredible thing about the South Fulton Electoral College, these are the public service commissioners. Last year, we had several of the ones that were running for office here in this room taking questions about this and other issues. So please, please, please make sure that people are coming out to this electoral college, because the candidates that you're going to hear from in a few minutes will be making news next year, and you'll be able to say, I saw them here. And I got to talk to them and ask them questions at the electoral college.
And just to piggyback on what the councilman said, these are elected officials. Can't stress that anymore. These are elected officials. And if you're not working for my vote, you're not getting my vote. If your vote means that you're going to go ahead and increase your real constituents' pockets and line their pockets at the detriment of myself and my family, you're not getting my vote. So again, if we're going to feel the pain, let them know that they're going to feel the pain if they don't vote for your interests.
I had a question. I know you're pretty deep into this. I was wondering, are there any conversations about nationalizing power in Georgia so that we don't have to deal with Georgia power locally? And we can make decisions with our own.
That conversation is a conversation that is necessary, and the answer to that is no. But that's going to take a revolutionary change as far as how they do business and how we have our representatives going to force them to do business with the community. So right now, I can't force a private institution that has a monopoly, that has been ceded to them by the state, to go ahead and nationalize their business model. But if we have the right people that's saying, okay, well, then you just can't do business in our state because my constituents are not going to allow that, then that changes the paradigm. And the paradigm shift only happens if we get involved and we start saying, oh, politics and stuff like that, oh, it doesn't affect me. Yes, it does. This is where it affects you locally. You may say that, okay, the stuff going on at the national level or whatever doesn't really affect me, or it's just a whole lot of noise, whatever. But this right here, this is where your voice can't be heard. This is where it can't make a change. And you can impact your communities.
Does this power raise have to do with, do you guys know the reason why they're raising the bill up for this? Or, because they're working on a project right now that's kind of falling behind for a nuclear power facility down in southern Georgia. And they're like months behind, they're billions of dollars in debt on the projects. And I'm wondering if this might be something that how to balance that.
Okay, so for anything, just like in anything in life, when somebody's trying to pick your pocket, they're going to give you the person in front who's going to try to distract you, while the other person go ahead and put their hand in the pocket. The real reason is, I don't know if you hear what we talked about in the morning at the beginning, but one of the issues that they're having is they're very dependent upon coal energy. And coal is messy, it has to be cleaned up and it's toxic. And they have been being told for a couple of decades, you need to get off your reliance on this cheap energy and clean up your mess. Well, they didn't get off the cheap energy. They kept importing that coal from West Virginia, and now their waste facilities are now toxic. They need the money to clean that up. That's where the majority of it's going to go. So, yeah, they're going to say, yeah, we're improving, our technologies, and we're making, no, they're not. They need to clean up their mess while they're still giving out bonuses in the millions to their board of directors. Any other questions? All right, well, I really appreciate the time that I had. Councilman, I appreciate you having this forum for letting the community know what's going on and how it impacts them. And please, by all means, go to the website, Khalid Cares. You'll find a lot of information there, as well as fightthehike.com. You'll find information about some of the stuff that I just conveyed. The commissioners, their email addresses will be there as well, as well as, it was mentioned that they're trying to ultimately get to a $17.95 rate over the next 3 years, but their real talk is really $20.25. That's where they really want to go. They've only published $17.95. So just FYI.
Thank you. Let's give this professor